Hey guys, Mr. E here. Another day, another Arbides meta build. This one is a dog-focused build. I think this is probably the only appropriate way to really build the dog, is if you're going to have the dog at your side, you need to really be leaning on what he can provide to you and your team. Just having the dog, just kind of there to passively do stuff is alright, but it's just outweighed by the true power of Lone Wolf. So we are going to be leaning on the dog for a lot of utility here, and this can be a very high skill build, right? Controlling the dog in the appropriate way, getting him in the right position at the right time is everything, and having him prioritize targets manually is a very high skill. So with that being said, let's get underway here, but first I must remind you, you should be subscribed to the channel and you should like the video and comment and all that good stuff so you catch more build videos like this, and of course more content for Darktide forever and ever and ever. Okay, let's get into the build. The RBD Shock Maul is showing its rearing its ugly head yet again. This is an optional weapon. I think it's definitely the strongest weapon in the class by about a factor of probably 15 or 20%. The runner-up for this build particularly would be the Shock Maul, the Agony here, so we can get this Skull Crusher applied to the targets, but if you've got an Ogren or something on your team, you're not really going to need that as long as he's running his Bully Club. This is just going to be a solid single target weapon. It's going to give us Stagger, which is going to keep us safe, right? Staggering enemies is key in this class. So for perks, Carapace Unyielding, Blessings, High Voltage, Relentless, just allowing us to dog on those larger targets. For range weapon, this time it is the Bolter, the Bolt Gun. The Bolt Gun is here for two reasons. One, we can use it to do a lot of damage to big groups of armored stuff and also bosses. And two, we have Puncture as a blessing on here, which means we can utilize the dog to enact bleed explosions and destroy huge swaths of enemies. This scales the more enemies there are on the map, and on Havoc, it can really make a difference, especially if you have an RBDs with Shock Mine or an Ogren with Taunt who can get these enemies grouped up, and then you just eviscerate them every 30 seconds or so. Let's come down here. We've got 3 Toughness Curios. 17% Toughness would be the the perfect roll here, but we're too stupid to get that apparently. We've got 9 talents or 9 perks to work with after that, right? So 3 of those are going to be devoted to combat ability regen. 2 of them are revive speed, 2 are damage resistance to gunners, and 2 are stamina regeneration. I think this is a really good, well-rounded setup. Let's go over to the talents. So the talents are veering to the left this time. We are still taking Force of Will and up close because these are amazing sustained talents for our toughness and when we're meleeing, which is going to be our primary damage source outside of the dog. And Walk It Off, of course, is showing up again because this is just not a balanced perk at all. But No Escape into Razor Jaw Augment here. No Escape is going to be happening a lot, and that movement speed will be very active for us because the dog can secure these kills for us as well as we can secure the kills. So we're going to have this benefit like 99% of the time. Razor Jaw Augment recently got a huge buff, and this thing does some serious damage. I mean, here, let me show you what? Like, Grenadier? It's probably just going to kill him instantly. So he doesn't even have the 250% dog damage buff because that target wasn't labeled. But these enemies, the bleed stacks, it applies 16 stacks of bleeds to them, and then they die very quickly. And it also applies 8 stacks of bleeds to everybody who's around the dog when he pounces. This is a very reliable way for the dog to put some considerable damage in just by even touching an enemy one time. So if you're micromanaging the dog, you can do something like this, where you have him target this enemy, have him target this enemy, have him target this enemy, right? And all those enemies will now die because of those bleed stacks. So that is how you can micromanage the dog with this build and have him wipe out gunner after gunner after gunner very quickly with no resource cost to yourself. Down here we've got Man and Cybermastiff, another free regeneration perk. The dog isn't always going to be right next to you, but whenever he is, you're going to be super tanky because that combined with this, combined with this, combined with that, and we're going to go into the toughness damage reduction here, so that's extending all the toughness that we have by 10%. This class has some really absurdly high base toughness. You see I have 222 toughness after all of my curios are accounted for, and then I have 200 base health, so it's a very tanky class. Remote detonation, of course, if I needed to showcase this again, Once the dog is into position, if you use the dog detonation, it'll apply 16 stacks of bleed to every target that gets hit by this detonation, which instantly kills everything underneath the Ogren level of health. Coming down here, Arbitrator Armor, Concussive, just to set up for our allies to have... This is going to be in every meta build because it enables our allies to stagger the enemies and therefore apply Skull Crusher if you have an Ogre in your team, which you probably should. Over here we got Voltaic Mandibles. Voltaic Mandibles is an amazing talent because it guarantees a lockdown on any one enemy. So like a Rager like this, I mean, he'll just pounce this target. Why did I not think of that? I need a bigger target. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so like a crusher like this, he can't act after the dog attacks him, so he just gets staggered until he dies. So that's a really, really useful thing to be able to do. The dog can provide a permanent lockdown on any one enemy, Reaper, Crusher, Bulwark, whatever it is, and open them up for you to finish them off. So Voltaic Mandibles also doubles his damage just passively. Another great reason to have him micromanage and like bounce him around between targets so he's electrocuting everybody. Imposing Force and Canine Morale, the dog is going to be pouncing and killing targets very, very quickly in succession, so you're going to always have this extra toughness damage reduction. You're also always going to have this damage resistance to elite and specialist kill, because as you see down here, we're having the dog target elites and specialists and prioritize them. So when you aren't micromanaging them, he's looking for these targets, because those targets are going to be the ones that are highlighted with execution order. Coming down here, we've got Nuncio Aquila. I think Nuncio is a very, very strong ability into Havoc, especially because it's currently bugged, and this is giving way more toughness damage reduction than it actually should. Let's actually see if it's still working. There we go. Yeah, you see how much damage I'm taking from this, and how the dog's regeneration. Plus, I can only imagine. Look how much regeneration I get when I use some stamina. So this is the sort of tankiness that we're talking about with this class. I think actually I would be getting overheaded to death if I was doing that right. Here. Oh, nope, still doesn't kill me, right? So that's the level of tankiness that we're talking about here, which is just genuinely absurd. So yeah, this ability is really, really busted right now, and we're focused into getting the cooldown up as quick as possible, which is why we are using the dog with us, because the dog can provide us this execution order buff, Malakator, by getting these targeted enemies killed at least every 8 seconds. We're going to be targeting and killing some of them, he's going to be killing some of them, and together we're going to have the absolute shortest cooldown on this ability possible. We're also taking, as I noted before, Inspiring Recitation. This is the thing that is currently bugged and is making your toughness have a 0.3 times damage modifier instead of a 70% or a 30% reduction. So you're taking like more than 70% less damage when this is up. And it gives you revive speed, and it gives you attack speed. Crazy, crazy ability modifier. Triple S here, absolutely. Over here on this right side, we're taking Hold the Line for additional melee damage resistance. Emperor's Fist is going to give us additional damage on the first enemy hit with attack. This just increases our base DPS by 15% on bosses and large targets. So whenever we're going single target mode with a heavy overhead strikes. And Target the Weak is going to make enemies take more damage by melee attacks when we follow up on them. So as you saw there, I killed that Crusher in like 2 hits. And Drive Them Back is an amazing perk, especially for this weapon, because that Horde Clear perk, when you push, it starts your sweep strikes. So you can get better cleave on your Horde Clear. And that is always very, very nice, because these weapons don't have the best cleave in the world. We got Justified Measures. Justified Measures and Hold the Line, the dog will stack for you, hitting even one enemy, like watch this Crusher. He's going to hit this enemy, and you can see those buffs pop up there. Instantly stacks to full stacks, so I now have 15% damage resistance and 15% damage just because the dog attacked that enemy one time. Over here, RB's Revelatum into Zealous Dedication and Soul Guilt Scan. These 2 perks are going to appear in every single one of these meta builds because they're that strong. And then finally, Execution Order with Malakator and Efficient Killer for extra crit. So we, again, are capping out our crit at 33.5%. Execution Order is giving us insane dog damage, and he is also going to be prioritizing these blued out targets thanks to Unleash Brutality, and that's going to keep our cooldown super, super short. So be aggressive about using the Nuncio. Anytime there's any fighting going on, put it down. Don't save it, because it's better to have it out ahead of time so that you block the damage that's incoming. You know, that's the rule of thumb here, and that's the build, guys. So let me know what you think of this build. If you're a dog fanatic, I think there is a lot of skill and a lot of power to be had in micromanaging the dog super well, especially with the buffs to the new bleed talents. And I think this is definitely one way that you could clear Havoc 40 in a different meta styling than just going in there with your lone wolf and just clubbing everything to death. And I think it's very, very fun and interesting. So enjoy, and here's some video gameplay of myself and First Tour Guardsman just absolutely decimating a Havoc 40. Now, note that in the gameplay footage, I am actually using an Agni Shock Maul instead of an RP Shock Maul. This is to enable the Skull Crusher debuff on enemies, since I didn't have an Ogren in the team to apply it. And this is going to do a lot of crazy damage to bosses, as you'll soon see. But if you want to see how I set this weapon up, check the description for a link to the Games Lantern build page. And thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, we're here with a hyper-casual player, First Tour Guardsman.
I am hyper-casual, true.
He's hyper toxic. We're using the Nuncio Aquila, which makes you invincible, and a dog.
That's my...
Where's my dog? Where's dog? There he is.
These guys' auto build is.
Oh shit, if I get hit while I'm doing this, I'm gonna be mad. What's he got?
So I want to see what the guy's auto.
Oh, he's doing auto gun?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always playing something a little different.
Fucking really good is why.
Yeah, I mean, he's got...
He has that
Do you have true level? You don't have true level, do you?
Yeah, he has.
Okay, yeah.
5,000 levels.
He has 550. I mean, back in the day, when I first saw him, he had, like, more levels than I'd ever seen. He had 2,400 at the time. That was, like, a year and a half ago.
Someone's got to be that guy, you know?
He loves veteran. I'll give him, I'll say that. This man on veteran hardcore.
My kind of guy. Guardsman lover.
I
feel like at some point, like, you kind of have to like both this game and a lot of 40k fans are also very good at this game.
Oh man, look at that fucking Beton Ashon. I feel like, as we just saw from our friend New Class, there's definitely like some meta to be had in the dog. Oh, he had crazy elite eliminations and stuff.
That's what he was doing with all the games I played too.
If you properly micromanage him, especially with the way that the new bleed perk works, because it applies 16 stacks on the target that gets pounced instantly, so you could just like order him like, okay, get that target, okay, get that target, okay, get that target. Now all those targets are bled and they're gonna die. Oh, that's a barrel, watch out. I warned you.
Okay, I rolled that.
Oh no, dude, I was...
Is that me? Is that me? No.
Oh, look at that. Little bonk on it. Alright, he's softened up. Get him. Here's the Nuncio. Nuncio here. We're invincible. Get him. I really think that the corruption shouldn't do that on the Demon Host. It's bad enough. I guess it makes sense thematically and it's an optional fight, but...
Shit. Put that out of post. Put that out.
Oh no!
Dude,
why did it explode like that?
Life.
Oh, and we lost
Everyone died for me there. Oh my god.
Just back up. Just back up as much as you can. We'll spawn right there. I think there's a spawn point right where y'all are. you get there fast enough. Go, 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 back, back, back.
There's
I'm in the bottom hallway at least. That sucks. Yeah, we're bottom hallway. I think if you go like even farther back, it spawns you right there. This map's weird about spawn points.
it's like right here.
I don't know what happened there. I think that the burster that fell backwards exploded another burster that was not quite. Oh wait, I am right here. Never mind. I was right. I couldn't tell where I was. I'm guessing that's stupid.
You guys all died for me.
It's okay. We got our corruption back. Was it a barrel? Oh, it was the barrel. Yeah, the barrel pushed you forward. That was my bad. I think I meleeed the barrel. Then it threw you that far forward, right into it. Kind of comical.
Funny.
It's the most indirect barrel death I've ever seen. Ishmael. I'm gonna take him in this little room here for a choke point. That's Anuncio. Anuncio behind you. Go back up. What's the purple? Is that the one? There's the purple.
Oh, it's all whacked.
Correct.
I don't know what killed me there. Must have been Anna.
Oh god.
I think it's took 2 play Gerber because I wasn't paying attention.
That'll happen. Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? The flamer just like instantly lit me up. Alright guys, I brought you something. Shock fraud. Stop us. Goodbye. That was silly. I just watched the dog teleport to me.
Right down there, doesn't it? Hey, that's me.
That is you. I'll try this striper here. I think it'd be cool if the dog could learn which targets are pink and kill us first. There's health back here, by the way. For you, Mr. Fun Police.
Canopy.
There's both health station and a health kit.
Wow. If I cataclysmically fuck up, I can take both.
EOCFR.
Let my team down.
Oh, it's getting annihilated. Good night. Goodbye. I would pay money for a Nuncio that moved with you. I think it might be too good. Well, especially because it's broken, but...
Yeah, I imagine.
Well, but it's like actual intended effect. Would be really nice.
With a 30% top damage reduction, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think like 70.
And 30% revive speed.
How much I love the build pistol in this game. Yeah, it's not the classic college store weapon.
Very classic. What is healing that guy? I used the bolter to shoot him once. Knock him back.
I already pushed him, still like that.
Yeah, I gotta get some kills somehow. My little support ability, I'm barely contributing. Or a bot, or a battery. Got you.
Yeah, we can't dodge it to the left. But Mr. Reed told me.
I sang it to you, remember?
That's what Mr. Reed told me.
I didn't just tell you, I sang it to you. Ammo. Yay, ammo.
I gotta make another something video here.
I think it'd be cool.
This.
What do you mean? Like record the...
Everybody thinks that build video I named the Power Fist is just also to show them that guy when it's absolutely not. It's just a build guy. Gotta purify it.
Yeah, you need to redeem it. Make sure
Well,
you
no, I mean,
show
like,
how
I would
heckin'
never
wholesome a
make-
character
I would
you are.
never make a 50-minute video or so to like Owen Collins. I make a 15-minute one.
Maybe you should. H-Bomber guy makes 3-hour videos to own people and ends their whole career. And he's
Well, that's
famous.
different, but like not Colin.
Doesn't have to be different.
They're not a dick, I think. I've been on the receiving end of that with like some content creator.
You've been on the receiving end of
like,
dick.
oh man, if they happen to, if they there's like a super dick, I would even call somebody names.
Oh, snipey. Snipey, no sniping. Man, I can't aim. That's okay though. We'll get him next time. Oh shit. Good job, dog. The dog knew there was a sniper on me before I did.
Do you take the 8 bleed stacks on your dog?
Yeah, hell yeah, it's super. That's what I was just talking about. It now applies 16 bleed stacks. If they're a target that's small enough to be pounced, it applies 8 stacks when it hits them, and then it applies the next 8 stacks immediately. So, yeah, if you just send him to like pounce one target, and then just tell him to pounce another target, he can like ping pong back and forth and bleed up the whole fucking crowd. And I got the boy behind us. I'm gonna stop that guy from throwing. He's in weakened.
I hope this guy brings focus fire. I always thought I'm the only one that ever does that.
No, he's
like,
really useful.
I like focus fire.
It's good.
Very fun.
And it's
very
just
fun themed ability.
It's just good, like on everything. I mean, it's just free damage. It's nothing fancy though. I hope they keep that idea.
I feel like it very fits like a commissar type build, you know?
Yeah, I hope they keep that idea, like some concept for that, when they redo that. But obviously, like upgrade it to make it better. I mean, if there wasn't purple, the whole fucking mess of shit would die so fast.
Do you actually think RBs might catch a nerf? Out of curiosity.
No. If it does, it won't be that big. It'll be like bug fix stuff. Like I would be worried about bleed explosions will catch a nerf. Or maybe like something small, like 1 minute and 15 seconds for grenade regen on Lone Wolf. But honestly, I really don't think so. I think that they'll just work on other classes instead. Ogren hasn't received a single nerf, has it?
That's true. I think he has.
I can't think of anything that they've nerfed on him.
They're prepping people for something.
Yeah,
That's
well, I
Space
mean,
Marine did, where like they made the player classes very strong right before they dropped like the hardest content ever.
And I think that you know, they just upgraded Havocs, or not Havocs. They upgraded Auric missions. There's like Aurics now. So like, yeah, because like there's now high intensity Aurics that are new. Auric is what high intensity damnation was before, which was already Auric. So now there is a high intensity, more or less.
This guy probably has to ping this every time, but people randoms 24/7.
Yeah.
Probably just built into his brain.
I mean, he's clearly played so much. Is he on your friends list, or is he on? He was on new what's his faces.
It's not what's his faces. He doesn't.
Yeah. I imagine these no-lifers find each other.
After a while, you know, you're just playing a game. Listen, I personally, I understand the hate for content creators. I've been there. I play a game. These guys know what I'm talking about, you know?
True.
And it's very easy to just shit on somebody.
I can't
imagine.
imagine.
It's very just easy to
I can't imagine finding me on Steam. Maybe I was just like really bad in one of his games one time.
Well, I think he just blocked me on his list. And you haven't got it.
He said he had blocked me on. He had me blocked on Steam specifically.
That's crazy. I'll ask him.
That is crazy. I just don't know how he would even find me on Steam.
I imagine he probably knows everybody else. Probably
Yeah.
Moe and
Yeah, all the people that hate me for being me.
Murder Mystery.
I sure did by being successful. Get fucked, losers.
Yeah, that's why. God, the fucking Galvin laugh after, dude.
I'll cut that out and I'll edit in something like, I just don't understand why
It is, I will say, it is easy to shit on something because, like, this is a game that's very straight player. And that's just never to give a shit. Like, if you misspeak, or if you say something that, like, with confidence is wrong,
yeah,
people are just gonna latch onto it. That's
Yep,
true for anything you make.
I get a lot of people that like will still post comments about how they don't trust me and shit after I made a video that Tanner disliked. It's like, I just don't know how I can trust him. If what he's saying isn't just straight misinformation after Tanner pointed out how full of shit he is. I was like, calm down now. Like, calm down.
Most of these people even know what composure look like.
No, they're just following someone's like advice or whatever.
I'm sure those same people shouldn't advice on Tanner all the time.
There's like people on both sides that do the same thing of the Tanner argument. People that say you have no idea what he's talking about.
Back, dude. I wish he'd respond to my messages. I feel like Tanner and I would be good friends if he just stopped.
I wish he responded to my messages.
I do, dude. I feel like Tanner and I have a very similar type of humor.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah, that's edgy.
Tanner's way more edgy. I had to like corral him to stop him doing that stuff around me at least, because I don't really like. I'll say some edgy things, you're right, but like I'm not saying the N-word as a joke. He and his entire server definitely are.
Okay, I don't say that either. But yeah.
Yeah, that's where like I get people that don't like him. It's bad because it's sad because like yeah I don't like those people either that like make jokes like that. But I know that like the reason that Tanner does it is because he's like that's just yeah he's an online, he's a chronically online gremlin. Like he doesn't actually feel that way. He doesn't actually think about his stuff at all.
I think he's just he's Tanner Lindbergh.
That man doesn't leave the house. Like what would you describe that as?
Not like as much as you say you're a rage baby. It's just so funny to me that you think.
Oh, he's not a rage
baby. Like,
he just rage baits. It's his passive ability.
He gets. No, I'm saying he gets rage baited, but like at the same time, he kind of pussy. It's quite funny.
Oh yeah, true.
He'll slap back, but I'll be like, damn.
Yep. I think it's just like, yeah, it's gotta get tiring. Like being the king, being on top, and everyone taking shots at you all the time.
Yeah, they do take shots at him.
But like so much of it is just tone policing. Like he honestly doesn't say that much like bad stuff. Not compared to like, you know, what these people accuse him of saying, like, oh, he's racist. Yeah. But it's like, okay, dude, like you people are all gamers, and we know that you're not passing the purity test, okay, kids?
I would.
You would? Okay, yeah, that's true. I would. You showed me those receipts where you donated all the money you earned to charity and stuff. Guys.
You say to me?
I said you donate all of your money to charity, and I was gonna say, guys.
My dad does. My dad's huge into donating to charity.
Make certain that you are
I'm a worse man than my father is, that's for sure. It's like.
Dude, look at that revive speed. Holy shit. I have revive speed curios. I have 2 revive speed curios. I revived that guy in like 1 millisecond flat. You didn't even notice he went down, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god. Ow! My penis. Oh my god, there's a ledge here? What? I revived you! I rescued you! You have to save me! Oh, the enemies don't even know to attack me here. They tried.
Oh, my dog didn't jump. It's been a while since I played the
I
dog
got a burster, like triple burster, and I went up to the ledge. I didn't even notice a hole.
I got so bored of castigators, so that's...
Casties.
Really break the line. What do you think is the best ability now? Has your opinion changed?
What? All of them are completely busted. Like one of them is literally coded wrong, and so it's busted. The castigators needs a nerf. It's just completely brain dead. What is this man blue? Or does he just look like that? And then I don't know who the fuck decided that a 20-second cooldown on any ability in this game is balanced, so I couldn't. I think Castigators is probably the most OP ability, but I don't know. This is pretty bad too.
I'm not doing anything in the game.
You're not doing anything? Me either.
I feel it.
What are we doing? Now you're doing the most damage. That's something.
That's actually shocking to me.
Oh yeah, you get that. You get that.
Wow, that's good.
Whoa.
I'm kind of happy I have this plus hardened thing. I wouldn't mind it if Plasma was more balanced. I like plasma guns a lot in 40k, and it's kind of lame. That's just like I don't like how it functions in this game. I want like a focus on the alternate fire. Well, that's the fun of a plasma gun. Is supposed to overheat and blow up in your hand.
You don't like the function of the alternate fire?
No, I wanted the function.
Well, that's good because that's what they're changing about it.
Well, I want it to be good. But I
They're
want it to like not also just be like some left click spamming like weirdo.
They're gonna remove the left click spam. That's what the guy was complaining about yesterday. He's like, "Have you seen the patch notes that are upcoming?" That's one of the things in the patch notes.
What a fucking Pierce!
Oh, sorry about that. I wasn't looking.
There are so many things that function totally fine in this game.
Oh, my dog can get up there? That's crazy. What the fuck? I just tasered, like, the air.
Yeah, that guy was definitely, crashing out a bit over the,
Crashing out, you know who you are.
like, a nerf that didn't even happen yet.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical nerf that they went out. Oh, yeah, you saw the thing in the creator Discord where they're like, hey, if anyone asks you about this, like, it's not our official position.
The official statement is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've been, well, they got a review bomb for it. That's why. Which is ludicrous. This fucking player base is insane.
A bunch of people who are perma-stuck malice who would never even understand why the plasma gun
There's like no nerfs in PvE games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They say that in every fucking PvE game ever.
Yep. Watch out, dog.
Like,
Demon host me. Twins. Let's go here on the ledge.
I'm on my little adventure.
My judgment.
Where's the melee twin? There she is. Let's get her. Alright, she's soft and get her. Nice. Oh, good. Zap. Third one, what? Oh.
What?
Tons of conch stems. This guy loves his conch stems. Conch stems are just winning encounters, though. They're definitely the best stem. Speak the will of the decks. Oh shit. Oh, that was a good hit right there.
Do that.
There's so much defenses on this team.
We should.
The bubble and the Nuncio. Oh fuck, that almost killed me. I need to be careful. I love this taser. Look at that. Shields.
90% of those range kills on me right now are just for my dog. Kind of crazy how
I have a thing that'll tell you
though.
exactly how many dog kills you have. Hold on. Where is it at? Wait, did I turn it off? No, there it is. You have
That's for
100
my dog.
and you have 107 companion kills. You have 223 kills on your ranged, and your dog has done about half as much range damage as you've done. Which is honestly pretty good, all things considered. It's a solid contribution.
I always try.
Let me see. Mine has done a little bit more than that. But the bleeding isn't being tracked correctly, as I remember. It is tracked to my overall damage. But as I remember, the mod creator said that it doesn't actually track the bleeding as the companion damage correctly. Actually, maybe it doesn't actually track it in the overall damage either. There was something with it. That should be a shame. It's okay. The metric is, are we winning the game, and is it easily? And the answer to both of those is yes. So I think we're proving the concept of the build.
So when people crash out those and they're like, oh my god, it should be working differently. I'm being held back.
Being held back in high school.
Yeah, I'm being held back by like the game. This is one bug that's holding me back. It's literally unplayable.
So true. Versus the one bug that's holding me up.
Psyker sucks. That's why I die in the first 5 minutes. My quirk staff, everything.
Psyker does suck, but that's not why.
Recount my judgment.
No, yes. Fuck you. He's so impatient. He's like, we gotta finish this mission. I need my 4,642nd level. It's coming really soon.
That's how this guy plays, man.
I mean, he didn't listen. He didn't get to almost 5,000 levels by being slow at the missions.
That's what I'm saying. This is Havoc number 5,000. We gotta finish this shit, man. I don't feel like
This man's on the grind set.
Havoc 40, guys.
This man has that grind set that I just can't even contemplate. That was what like made me be like, oh fuck, I can't build create for Path of Exile. I'll have to like play like way too fucking much in order to like make the builds and stuff. Or hack.
I've never seen grind set like I saw in RuneScape. I know a guy
Oh,
dropped out of
RuneScape
college
is serious
to go and I know a guy that
RuneScape
had
content
he was
creation.
in college, he dropped out, and now he just plays RuneScape. That's it.
Is he content creator for it or?
No, he just has all the world record runs for most of the kills in that game. I've played with him for a long time. When I quit, I just gave him all my money. So like, I know this guy is gonna, you know,
Yeah, invest
have
it
it
well.
wisely in this game. So I gave him my 20 bill GP and just said, here you go.
Now,
Because I was good at making money in that game, so I like to grind things too, but he's much better at the actual game than me. So it's like, here you go, you are now enabled.
I was watching some fucking insane like challenge runs and stuff. Have you seen that the settled like no damage like Iron Man thing? It was all over YouTube recently.
Recount my judgment.
He's
I'll tell you a deep FTG lore after
Okay.
this for RuneScape.
and
I did know some of the content creators were too back in the day. Some of them, but I think it's kind of. This was before even like old school the thing.
OG. OG.
I'll tell you when I got my. You know what? Tommy never trusts anybody. Life lesson was when I knew somebody in game for years, and they said I can teach you how to flip, and like they flipped on my account for one time. All right. They flipped on my account, and one day I log in, all my money's gone, and I just have a note left to me, and like the left, you know, you can write notes in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a note left to me that says, "Sorry, man, you never trust anyone."
There's a guy. His YouTube channel is Preach Gaming, and he's like a WoW player primarily, but he does a bunch of different gaming stuff, and he does this segment called Drama Time that is like reading MMO drama stories like that. And there was one that was like traumatic where this guy got like conned into doing all the farming to get someone like their legendary, like thinking it was a girl that she liked him, and then it turned out it was a dude, and he just like G-quit. He kicked everybody in the guild and like just scammed him. And then somehow like years later, he showed up and did the same thing again. Like scammed another whole guild that this guy was in. It's pretty funny. Dan, you had some crazy damage. What were you doing?
Just doggo.
Doggo what? What was your melee and stuff?
Doggo with bolt pistol and my RB small.